So in one of the last videos I have obtained a new module that I was looking for a very long time. Basically a module that I wanted to use on my special cruisers, in this case the Saleos, and that is the shield generator. Now the shield generator does give a little bit more shield and it does have a bonus on the shield booster, but the effect that I'm looking for is the passive recharge. And the new special cruisers have a decent passive shield recharge speed, and in theory the shield generator should enhance that as well. Now I got this module from a rattlesnake that was unfortunate enough to fly into our home system, and honestly it was a pretty fun little battle. Now let me find the rattlesnake that I'm talking about. There were two rattlesnakes, and I think, yeah, it's this one. There is the Sheriff Large Shield Generator. Now, this is the first generator that I have been using here. I know the module can be found on the market, but I really did not feel like, yeah, that's expensive. The new modules are definitely expensive, and they can drop in the Kalevala Expanse or Cobbled Edge, so that's where the module is originating from. And I can enhance the shield even more. I kind of messed up my general units that I still did not fully set all the general units back in their own place, since I have been experimenting a lot lately and I completely messed everything up. But in any case, I can definitely enhance the passive shield even more on the Saleos, and so far I've been pretty happy with the ship's performance. And well, let's have some fun today. Now there is something quite interesting that I noticed in space here. There was a venture, and they have been around a very specific site, which is, you will see what I'm talking about here, a Nihilus entry point. So I took the Imicus, the battle Imicus that I use, and I decided to see what's inside of the Nihilus site here. I think I should start to enter all of the Nihilus gates that I find in high sec as well, because you never know what you can find inside, and I think PvP should be enabled in the high sec Nihilus space entry points. At least in the first room there should be, since technically this is unsafe space. And here we are. Well, that looks pretty much empty. I haven't been in any hill space like this in a very long time, and I might actually start to go and hunt for these sites to see what's inside. Maybe, who knows, maybe a Rorqual or something pops in out of nowhere at one point. That would be pretty funny. And let me quickly travel a little bit around to see if I can enter the other gate. Now the gates are actually quite far away, and I recommend a micro warp drive. I have an afterburner, but it will get the job done. This is one of my troll ships. I use this thing just to have fun. Obviously not a ship that I use for anything serious, but honestly I've had a lot of fun. Probably still the only Imicus high mobility frigate with kill marks on it. Forgot how many I have on this little thing. But in any case, a venture that knows about the Nihilus space sites. Technically I think it might be a expensive venture, since you don't really see that often, but at the same time I am actually quite happy that we have stuff like this in the game, and I really hope that the developers add a lot more open stuff like this. Wormholes are definitely the thing that I'm waiting for, but the little things like the Nihil space is also not bad. Does make the game feel a bit more interesting, I would say, at least in my case here, since I haven't been in one of these sites in forever, if I have to be absolutely honest. Haven't been here in a very long time. I think over a year. I think it's been a while, definitely. Would be funny if the Venture just pops from the gate. That would be interesting. Although I'm thinking if I should, yeah, I think I will return after I check the gate. I will return and return to the station, get a Covertops Venture and return. That would be pretty funny because with the Covertops Venture I should technically be able to go deeper in. That's one thing that I think I'm actually certain of. The Venture can actually be here and can be used for mining. That's why the Covertops Venture has been made for sites like these, and of course for the new regions that's been in the game for quite a while. And time to see if I can enter. Yes, I can't enter. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can't enter that. Okay, so only specific ships can go through. I kind of expected that, honestly. Kind of expected that, but I still wanted to see it for myself. So, the Venture still did not jump in, which means I may have time to return. Of course, local here doesn't work. Local in the nihil space is offline. But I will return to the station, take the Venture out, and I will return to see what happens here. I've honestly been enjoying just flying in this nihil space again. Haven't been here in a very long time, so this kind of feels refreshing for me. One thing that I don't like about this little ship here is the speed. I don't have enough power for a micro-wardrobe. And the afterburner is safer, since I technically do plan to speed tank some ships. If I ever drop this thing on a covetor, I need to be able to destroy the drones, and an afterburner helps with that a lot. Although power grid is definitely the main thing that I'm lacking on this little ship, and hopefully I did bring my older device to repair, so when my older device is hopefully repaired, although honestly, if I have to be honest, I don't think it will be repaired. Usually when one of my devices goes down, there is no repair. Only I can fix it, but no one else will bother to do that. So maybe when that older device is repaired, I'll be more active in the game, because I used the older device for this game a lot more than this current one. Mostly because, you know, the older device is kind of was meant for gaming. This one can do it, but I just feel like the older one was cheaper and much easier to replace. That's the main thing. So, I'm about to jump through this gate and go dock to the station, and then when I dock in the station, I will take the Venture and I will return here, and I will cloak. I will cloak and wait. Maybe that Venture will return. That's the... my nose tells me that that Venture might be expensive, since you don't really see that ship in such space that often, and that's why I'm actually quite interested to see what's inside of that ship. So they have left local. Okay, my sixth sense telling me that they want to change the build, so I'll change the ship and I will return to the Nihil's mining site here. So while I was changing ships here, the Venture actually popped in local and left. That was very quick, and my nose tells me that they went inside of the mining site. So this is my Covertops Cloaky Venture that I love. I love the ship actually. It's very fun to fly around with it, and it's a PvP, a battle venture, which means I can go in and hopefully catch whoever is inside. So here goes nothing. Yeeting inside of the compressed space anomaly, and hopefully they are inside. There they are. I knew it. My nose never fails. Alright, let's rush it. Drones are out, scrambled. I don't have a web. I mean, scrambling is kind of pointless here since there is nowhere to warp to. So yeah, kind of a failed build on my part. Should have just had webs here in any case. Caught the little venture. Venture on venture action here. And they have been destroyed. Okay, let's get the pod as well. And let's see the loot. Did they have something interesting? Yes, they did. Singled out miner. Not bad. That little module can be quite pricey. And you might be thinking, is this guy really happy for a singled out miner? Well, yes, I actually am, because I like to collect faction mining items like that. They usually tend to be quite expensive. And let's take a look at the... Well, that's one of the more expensive ventures. 57 million ISK venture. That's not bad. One miner did drop. Not a bad little kill here. I'm actually pretty happy that I got this venture. And I can clock. Lovely. Waiting out the criminal timer. Cloaked in a Nihilus compressed belt. I love this little ship. It is fun to use. I love it. Okay. Let me return to the normal space. That was surprisingly fun. I knew that something was up. My sixth sense never fails. My sixth sense is very, very damn accurate lately. I can smell danger before it even... Like, I can smell danger, I can smell a bait before the bait even happens. I just know it. It's incredible. Incredible what experience brings. Because
warp drive active.
If I didn't play the game for as long as I did, it would be different. But that was definitely kind of funny. And that was the warm-up. I did figure out to include that in this video, since it's not every day that I go inside of the compressed belt. And I figured it would be nice to show what the belt looks like. So, we have a Cinnabal, I believe. Yeah, we do have a Cinnabal. I am on criminal timer in a Saleos. My friend is on the planet. We will be doing a fleet warp in a moment. Okay, I'm here decloaking, and now we wait for my friend to initiate the fleet warp. This is the Saleos with the shield generator, by the way. And I feel like the new ships are definitely meant to be used with a shield generator. Although I also kind of wish that the shield generator had a direct passive regeneration bonus instead of the shield booster bonus. I feel like that would definitely be more usable for the generator, because I don't think a lot of players are using extenders with the booster simultaneously. Usually players use either an active tank with no extenders or a passive tank with full extenders. That's usually how it goes. I know that some of the navies can actually pull off a very good passive tank with high resistance, and I made a Raven navy that was able to passively tank a full DPS barrage Macarial, which is impressive, with 3 shield generators. That was one of the... That build was one of the builds that I wanted to do just to check if actual passive tanking is doable. With a certain build it is doable, but unfortunately it is still not as good as I would say would be acceptable to be widely applied, and of course to be cheaper and easily affordable. At the moment such a build is definitely not cheap. But it's doable, it's definitely doable, although it's expensive. And for such a expensive build you might as well just go with an active tank, which I think would do better, but at the same time in some cases the passive tank might actually do much better. In the case of the Saleos, damage control and the extender is the only thing I need on this ship, since it's already designed for full DPS and the damage control is more than enough. After all, it has a bonus on the damage control. And we have, there is the Cinnabon. That was a beautiful warpin, perfect warpin actually. Locking on, opening fire, keeping at range at 17 kilometers. Should have been 20, 25, but you know, close range works as well. Very good tracking with battle mode on the Saleos. And the Cinnabon has been destroyed. Beautiful. Let's warp out. And I can clock. I really love the way the Saleos works, and I'm actually happy that I bought this ship when it was launched, because it is definitely a upgraded Cinnabon. It has every single trait I wanted to have. It has projectile turrets, it has a clocking device, it's a angel ship, it's fast. I mean, this is pretty much my ideal cruiser, one of my ideal cruisers. And it was not a bad Cinnabon. I actually expected a PvP build, but obviously that's not a PvP build. In any case, very good catch. And that was a very nice Cinnabon. Let's go to the next targets. We have, I think we have a chameleon. Oh yes, we do have a chameleon. Lovely. Now the special cruisers IP cost has been reduced, thankfully. That's obviously not new. That's not nothing new. I mean, we already knew that. It's been a thing for quite a while, but now the special cruiser IP is about 2 billion, around that number, depending on the build, of course. So it means that these ships are easily replaceable, and obviously it's not going to have a huge impact on the total IP wallet that they used to have alongside other special ships. Still cannot believe that my Tempest was 50 billion IP cost. That thing was ridiculous. I'm very glad that I sold that ship. Very glad that I sold the navies they used to have. They were good ships though. They were definitely very good ships, and I really enjoyed using them. The Tempest was definitely very tanky. With only one booster, I mean that thing took a hit from a super capital and lived to tell the tale. So yeah, very happy with the Tempest. That thing was impressive, and I'm very glad that I had the chance to fly it. We are waiting for the chameleon to fly within our optimal range. Since we don't have a very good warp-in, we just have to be patient and wait for a good warp-in to appear. And we are just chilling at this lovely planet here, waiting for the right moment, like the
fleet warp.
I think we are going in warp.
Active.
I am warping first. Okay. I'm using the Saleos as a kite. The other Saleos is a close range Saleos, I believe. I was doing stuff with the build. There is the chameleon. Let's quickly lock on. Okay, let's open fire, pointed, and I'm using the guidance disruptor. The chameleon can be tanky, although not really a big problem versus a Salo, and there we go. That was a good catch. Nice work. Let's get the pod and let's warp out. There we go. We can leave the mission and I can clock. I love when we destroy the ship so fast that even the
warp drive active.
The story mission ships don't have enough time to lock us on. That was a thing that I like about our tactic. The Saleos is like the Cinnabon, a very good hit and run ship. A very good hit and run ship. And which would I prefer, Saleos or a Stratius? I would take a Stratius when I'm presented with the two ships, just because of the drone bombs. 3.1 billion ISK Chameleon. Actually, I have to say, that's not a bad build. For the first time in a long time, I can say that this is not a bad build. A large booster, tank, and a capacitor battery. That's very similar to what I would actually use on the Chameleon when it comes to the low slots. So that Chameleon is definitely not bad. I cannot say that it's cursed. Obviously, that was a decent build for once. Next, we have a incoming battlecruiser. I've been flying the good old Balgorn a little bit. However, I am flying the Hyperion bomber a lot more often, and I need to start flying the chameleon. Not the chameleon. I need to start to fly the Hyperion bomber a lot more. I mean, I finally have the nanocore for it that I was looking for a very long time. Finally have the nanocore for it, and the repair on that monster is really good, and I'm really not worried about any ship when it comes to the Hyperion bomber. That thing is just, when it comes to tank, that's my tankiest ship, tankiest battleship in the game. There is the battlecruiser. Their capacitor is probably already depleted. I mean, that's just what the Balgorn does. I have some very nice general units for the Nosferatus and for the neutralizers. Basically enhance their strength by a big margin, and now this vampire should be able to suck capacitor a lot more than what it used to. However, I'm still preferring other ships over the Balgorn. The Balgorn is still a very fun ship, and it has its own charm. It's still a ship that I can enjoy. It's just so unfortunate that the current layout of the game doesn't really favor a Balgorn. 377 million ISK, not bad. That's a PvE battlecruiser, not bad. Okay, well, let's go to the next target. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a Brutix, okay, yeeting the cells at the Brutix.
Warp drive active.
The Brutix can actually be quite an interesting ship to fly. I need to get one. I need to get a lot of different cheaper ships. Brutix might be one of the next ones that I'll use, just because it's a very interesting ship that I kind of have a attachment to from the EVE Online days. However, even that game doesn't feel as... Hold a second! Did I just see that thing? Oh my god, that's a shield tank Brutix. Can you imagine having fantastic armor repair but you shield tank it? Oh my god. Oh well, we already know that's gonna be a cursed one. I wish I did not look at the ship, but I had to see if they have been aligned. They are not aligned.
Warp
so
drive active.
we are going in. Let's see. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's going to be a cursed one. That's going to be a cursed one. There's no way. It has to be cursed. No way in hell that's not a cursed Brutix. Shield tank, armor tank ship. Just lovely. Okay, pointed, keeping distance. Yeah, that's... There goes the shield tank. Obviously, it's not going to work at all, as expected from a shield tank to armor tank ship. And yeah, there we go. Brutix destroyed.
We're under attack.
Let's take a look at the wreck real quick. Okay, I got one C-type, not going to complain. I mean, at least C-type module, better than nothing. Let's work out. But yeah, it's already confirmed that Brutix is a shield tank, so yeah.
Warp drive active.
Will be fun to see what type of build they have been rolling with.
Autopilot disabled.
Okay, and let's stop the ship just in case. Let's take a look at the kill. 482 million was a long range Brutus. Oh my god, yeah, was a shield tank one. They had enough stabs to warp out, but they didn't. So that tells me that they might have been AFK. That was a stab Brutix, but they did not warp off, so that's interesting. Anyway, let's go to the next target. We have a... I think we have a battlecruiser here. We're about to find that out very soon. Okay, ship is ready, everything is in top condition. Let's go and see what target do we... I think it's a battlecruiser, we're about to find out. Yes it is, and yes it is, okay. Now this battlecruiser did seem like they have been avoiding me. Usually I know when someone avoids the second I log in, or the second they see me in local they leave, or when I log in they leave. So it's pretty obvious when someone is avoiding, which is fine. I mean I would do the same thing actually, since I definitely... yeah, and they also left the mission. Now I have a couple options here. I can sit and wait and just hope that they return, or I can I mean I could technically log out in space with the Saleos and return, load bombs and cloak. That's also one thing I can easily do with this ship. I think you can do a safe log with the cloaking device active now. And that's a very nice thing. That's a very nice thing actually, because I remain completely stealthy while performing the maneuver. Haven't actually done a log-off trap in a very long time, and based on the current... yeah, they are not at the gate, and they will probably not be at the other gate, which means that they're definitely in station. They are definitely in station. But yeah, haven't done a log-off trap in a while. But at the same time, I haven't been playing in a long time. I haven't been that active as well, so not really a big surprise there. But in any case, yeah, let me... actually, if they're already avoiding, I don't think that they will... I don't think that they will return. Yeah, I don't think the battlecruiser will return. I think they will leave the system, or they will log out. Oh well, in any case... it's been a fun little run today, or should I say not exactly today. This video took maybe a couple days to assemble, because not all the encounters today have been made in a single day. It took a couple days for this to record. Obviously the big reason for that is my inactivity lately. I don't really play as much as I used to, and that definitely did make the PvP stuff take a little longer to assemble. But honestly, I'm starting to enjoy the game a lot more this way. The game feels fresh when I don't play it that often, and I have been really enjoying it the way I am at the moment. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. Definitely more PvP up ahead. Hopefully will be done in the next couple days. But with that being said, stay safe, play safe, as always. I'll see you next time.